also give you an opportunity to reduce weight if you like. So turmeric is really good. You can have it with the tea. She's just, I guess you call it's only 3 of them. Call out the whole number. Okay, the first winner is. Ta-da! 3, 0, 1. 301, 301, please. 30. There's a winner. Come. 294. 294. There you go. 287.
Sister Shanice, I am privileged to be here today in celebration of Mama Nasira on your wonderful, wonderful Earth Day, a big special number. And don't you look beautiful? Doesn't she look beautiful, everybody? Wow, beautiful. You know, you are a walking testimony of the goodness of your herbs and everything that you promote. When I first made contact with you both, I think you were guests on my radio show. You were promoting your book, your Healthy Eating Vegan book. It was a bestseller on Amazon. And you were sharing with the UK market and the UK audience the benefits of all your various herbal remedies. And, you know, in the UK, we're very much into alternative medicinal remedies for a whole, you know, for the various illnesses that we may or may not get. And so we welcomed you both, you and Dr. Joe, with open arms. And we were in communication, and then we met up here in the Gambia. And these are a powerful couple, a powerhouse couple, success couple. The next time, I think after that, when I met you, was right here at an event that you'd organised. It was an international event promoting a vegan lifestyle, etc. And Dr. Umar Johnson was a special guest. It was a marvelous, wonderful, successful event. And, you know, you've continued to have a wonderful life here. I've followed your journey, training many Gambians in healthy cooking, lifestyle, because being healthy is a lifestyle. So, you know, if you want to get to 70 and be as healthy as Mama Nasira and Dr. Joe, you know what you need to do. So, you know, I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. And, yeah, may you enjoy many more decades of healthy living. Thank you.
Thank you.
Today I am very much happy to be in this gathering for these things that I'm going to say. I'm also happy to see some of my students here from the diaspora. By the way, I am Mr. Pui, a herbalist, and I am doing very well as far as herbalism is concerned in this country. Mama Nasira and Dr. Joe were my own neighbor in Kololi here to start with. They came in this country and they have chosen Gambia, not for anything, because of the tranquility and the environment that they found in this country. So when I met with them, we came together and I saw that they are very good people that are what to be in this country. Because one, they are helping us greatly to teach the students, boys and girls in this country on what healthy eating. In fact, most of the time now in this world, the most disease that kill most of these people is not even COVID or whatever, but it is just the healthy lifestyle that we are having in this country. Vegan, I told them, we have once got a radio broadcasting program which I invited them. What was the topic? The topic was vegan, and in relation to Gambian diets and Gambian culture and Gambian ways of life. In fact, when I was small kids, we were not having jumbos, we were not having all these nonsense GMOs coming here. We were using our own real food, and that makes better. So for them, definitely they are doing very well. I am very much happy to grace this occasion because I have in fact included them in our TRAHAS. We have an organization called Traditional Healers Assembly of the Gambia, and because they are vegans, I also included them in that organization. So I am very much happy today, and I have a small present for you. And I would just like to show, this is the Gambian coffee made by us. It would be a surprise to most of you people, but on behalf of TRAHAS, my own organization, I have made this coffee from a plant called the Senna occidentalis, commonly known as coffee senna. And I also give you moringa that everybody knows. And last, I also give you one of the best teas in this country called Mbor Mbor. And it's all sacketed. Thank you so much.
Sarah and her husband, Dr. Gregory Joe Bledsoe, that's me, Dr. Joe, co-authored 3 books: Spicy Tasty Vegan, Eat Your Way to a Healthy Life, Spicy Tasty Vegan, An Informative Guide to Healthy Living, and Spicy Tasty Vegan Cuisine, An Informative Health Guide for the Melanated People of Color. Now, each of these books contains over 70 testimonies because we wanted people to have a part in it, not just something we said. We wanted people to speak from their hearts. And we have over 50 gluten-free and 50 gluten-free and non-soy. Now, soy is another subject we can talk about, but just know that there have been some soil casualties. Okay, so now, could you please raise your hand if you'd like to say something for Mama Nasira?
It's a joy and a pleasure to be here, Mama Nasira, many more moons. When I first met her, I fell in love with her. Her birthday's on my eldest son, so it was an immediately connection of understanding and spiritual awareness. My love for her will never die. She is such an amazing woman that I pride myself in her footsteps to go after her and being a recovery life coach, and how I recovered my life with healthy eating. I'm a diabetic and I lost feeling in my toes, and I never share this. I have feelings again. So by just healthy eating, taking away the sugar, getting exercise, and of course the beautiful sunlight, anybody can change the trajectory of bad health to optimal health. This is what these people offer, and together we can. I just want to say thank you. It's so wonderful to be here and to share your celebration. I love you.
Spicy Tasty Vegan Cuisine, An Informative Health Guide for the Melanated People of Color, became the #1 bestseller on health and nutrition on Amazon. And today it is still #1. Her other book, thank you. Her other book for the general public became #1 in the UK, and it still is. The point being that if those people continue to take the procedures in the book, that means that their third eye will open up more, or they will feel more and become more human, which means we can live better on this planet together. So Mama Nasira's quest is not just for the individuals, but it's for everyone on this planet. Is there anyone else who would like to say something? Please come right up.
Good afternoon. I'm from UK. Mama, oh, I love her so much. I tell everybody that I have a mama in Africa, and it's this lady. I'm going to tell you a story about how I got to know her. It starts in UK. I was going to Gambia, and I was in town, and I met a young girl. I hadn't seen her for a long time because she travels around Africa and stuff. Very young girl, I think she's 25, 27 at the time. And I said to her, I haven't seen your mum for a long time. Can you give her a message? And can you tell her that I'm going to the Gambia? And she said she would. And that's the last time I seen her. I came to the Gambia. I wasn't very well. my eating wasn't very good. I'd lost a lot of weight. And I met a lady named C. And she said, I know somebody that can help you. And I said, yes. And she said, yeah, she's having an event. Let's come with me to her house. So I did. At the time, I think I made a phone call, and I think C was already at the house, and I was going to meet her there. And I told her about this young girl that I had met before. She says, I've met a young girl from Leicester. And I don't even remember if she said her name. And she described her to me. And I said, no, I don't know who that is. When I got to Madame Zira's house, I walked through the door, seen C, smelt the food. You know what it's like when you walk in that house. It's just got an aroma. Oh my God. I walked in the house and I seen the same young girl that I had seen lastly in Leicester, just before, days before I actually came to the Gambia. And you know how we say how energy moves and stuff like that. The same young girl who I gave the message to tell her mom was in their home. Madame Zira and Dr. Joe, they've got very open hearts, and they was helping this young girl. They must have just met her on the street, I believe, and she was in a dark time, and they met upon me both, and they took her in. And that is what I call true kindness, true love. Anyway, I'll get back to the house with the food. I had my first taste of her food, and I ate it all. I wasn't eating very well, like I said, but it felt like it was opening up my body. It was like tingling. So I went for a second helping, and then I went for a third. I went for a third helping of food. It was wonderful. And, you know, she had some wonderful staff, you know, that were there, that were training, and they'd done very well, because I ate it all. From since that day to this day, we're always in contact. I call her Mum. You know, she helped me with my own mother, because my mother was very, very, very poorly. She had a skin infection, really, really bad, and I thought I was going to lose her. And Mum again came in, and she helped. So yeah, I want to say I have so much admiration for you, Dr. Joe, you know, but my love for you, I always tell you, it's so true. You know, I've never met nobody like you here in the Gambia, and you will always be my mom. Love you. Love you, Dr. Joe.
So because of all the dust that we have in the Gambia, where we have like about a 50 to 60 mile stretch where they've been digging up the road for over a year. Well, I guess it's been a cumulative effect, and it started to mess with my respiratory tract. And I had to clean out, and I felt pretty bad because I'm usually in the tops of health because, hey, I'm with Mama Nasira. Well, I felt so bad, I got up and wrote my last will and testament, okay? And after that, Mama said to me, well, what you doing? She said, you can't go nowhere. You can't leave me. This will be a mess. So I said, well, I guess that would be pretty selfish of me. And so now I'm back on the mend, and it's to that woman there. Give her a hand, please. Okay, we have another young man.
I'm Eric. They call me Abraham here. That's the name that was given to me by many people, spiritual or not. But for the universe, I would just like to let you know that Mama Nasira and Dr. Joe are wonderful people. They have good energy, and what they are doing, it helps many people. It helped myself because I really don't eat too much food or eat people's food, but the things that they do in the food that they have and the concoctions that they make, the tonics, they heal you because they have healed me, and the bad things will come out, whether you like it or not. And I just appreciate her, I appreciate them, appreciate your energy, and nothing can keep me away I'm like in cycle with them as far as communication. If I don't see them, I say, hey, I'm on my way there. And they say, hey, we was just thinking about you. But she's good people, and the husband is a great people, and a great person. And Sheba is just good for them too. Happy birthday and many more, and thanks for letting us share this moment with you. I'm not a talker, but that's for you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Musa Mane. I am a student from University of the Gambia and also a student leader as Educational Research Minister. I want to congratulate and wish Mama Nazira a happy 70th birthday, and may God the Almighty bless her and grant her success in all her endeavors. The first time I meet these people, it was kind of a surprise. At their home, it wasn't welcoming much because the dog hasn't recognized me and was backing me, but they were able to tame the dog. I met them as a student leader. I sat and discussed with them when I went to their house. During the discussion, I understand these people are well equipped with knowledge that the student of University of the Gambia will be in need of to help them change the way they think and the way they take food and the kind of food that they take. After discussion with them, we arranged a day, identified a day, we organized a seminar. And they were so generous that they were able to come up with a food that could feed more than 300 students at the university. They brought it at the university during the seminar. They have a break of 30 minutes or so. After explaining the importance of those food items that they brought, they were prepared in the presence of students. Some students were involved. They served students. Some couldn't enjoy because we are used to this jimbo, tak, jonge, safsafal. But after taking it, many called me to say, well, these people, the food they bring was very medicinal. Because when they reach home, if you use the restroom, you're able to see certain things coming out of them. They understood that the food items that were given and that were explained during their presentation has health benefits, and that will help. So since then, I don't want the relationship to end there. I continue the communication with them. Less than 2 months, we had another seminar at the University of the Gambia in Farababanda New Campus. Students were very happy to receive them. It was a history class. So all the students that were there understand the importance of the food item that they brought, groundnut, what food they need to avoid, how they can help themselves improve their living standard to avoid being sick. You cannot be healthy in the absence of good food. And to be a productive citizen, you should be healthy to be able to serve your country in all aspects of life, failure of which a country cannot go. For us to go, we have to be healthy, and we cannot be healthy in the absence of good food. After the discussion, many students understand what they were explaining. They took their WhatsApp numbers to discuss with students, and they were very, very happy and willing to work with them. They are going to create a WhatsApp platform where they'll be teaching students on how to work on quality food and good food to avoid food that are going to be toxic to their body. I want to thank them for that. And I also want to ensure that relationship continue with them. Even if I graduate from university, I'll connect them to student leaders that will ensure it become an annual thing. We are now working on probably next semester, we are going to have a kind of a food festival where they'll be invited. They are going to prepare locally made food or food that they know are of good quality that are going to help improve the health life of university students so that the message will spread in the country. When they are finished university, they'll go back to their families in different communities and share the experience there. The next project we're going to have, I'm already in negotiation with the Gambia College, so we arrange a day. Students who are doing home science in the Gambia College, who are going to be teaching home science in Gambian schools, and those who are doing catering, will have a seminar with you so that they understand some of the things that we eat, how toxic they are to our body, how they can be avoidable, and some of the good food or good items we have that they don't know so that they will know and make best of them. I want to thank you for that, and then may you live long and God bless you in all your endeavors. Thank you all for your kind attention.
It's filled with comedy, okay? When I met this woman, she was beautiful. She had a new car, and she had a good job. All those things that tend to make a man say, ha ha, let me check this out. And then I found out she was a vegan. Can you imagine that? I knew that all my years where I would pick up trash and help old ladies across the street and help people with their dogs, and being an ex-Boy Scout, it paid off. When I went to this woman's house, the years that my mother taught me how to wash dishes and mop and sweep, and wash clothes. It paid off. She saw me as a worthy man, and I was very happy because I come from a family of 10. So if you have 10 people in your family, you know when it comes to dishes, it's a whole lot of them because you got cousins, you got friends, and everybody keep bringing them in, but you do have time to yourself, okay? But through my years of training, I was brought to this space and place where I met a lady who enjoyed my music and cooked really, really good. And I decided that I would help her. She had a lot of people that wanted her food because she would cater. And I said, you know how we men are. Well, you know, we should start a cooking class. It's just like if you teach a person how to cook, you know, or fish. They can fish on and you don't have to get the fish for them. Well, I betted on the wrong horse. After the classes started, we had more and more people that wanted to eat our food. We couldn't keep up. So I said, okay, Mama, let's retire and let's write our cookbook, Eat Your Way to a Happy Life. Well, that started off as maybe a month or so because we said we'd be off the grid and we'll be back on. But it took 27 months. No television, no doorbell. And our motivation was that our people in America were dying. And you guys know the story about the water. You know about the air. You know about the food. You know about the microplastics. I don't have to tell you about that. But Mom and I felt that if we come to Africa, to where there's genius, to where there's creativity, and also natural resources, if we can help them to become more conscious, then we can help everyone in the world. And so Mama Nasira started first with 1-2 people cooking, and then she said, I'm going to turn this into an institute. And as you know, she has done that. She's given out over 40 certificates in 7 years. And one of the things that we ask them to do, what we teach you, you must share. That's part of us overcoming our programming, our brainwashing, and that is to share, because it still works the same. The more you give, the more you receive. And at this point, I'd like to give you the woman of my life, the woman of the world, because you know about that concoction, okay? The president of Madagascar used it, and the blah, 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 blah. That's another story. But please, give a round, warm applause for Mama Nasira Ajila.